What's up, guys? Moonlight150 here, and I got a battle for you today. This is an OU battle against the... what was his name? The guy who's sitting, something along that line. Anyway, if you can go notice right away, this battle has been sped up quite a lot. It's actually around a almost 13-minute battle, I believe, so I'm like, no, there's no way I can do a 13-minute battle. Now with my back be aching the way it is, and plus I'm just boring that way. You guys don't want to listen to me for 13 minutes straight. But anyway... so this is an OU battle. He let off a Spirit Tomb. I went for the Skull to see if I could just, get some residual damage, burn, all that. But he decides to send in his Tentacruel. I already can't talk, and it's not even a minute into it. But I switch out to my Celebi. He goes for the Confuse Ray, which I believe, no, I don't switch out. I'm going to stay right in. He's going to go right back into his Spirit Tomb. And I'm going to try to go for the Leaf Storm, I believe, but I end up hitting myself in Confusion. So I decided, you know what, I don't want to risk this anymore. I'm going to switch out, especially since Spirit Tomb can probably hit me. But he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, and thankfully he misses on my Terrakion. So I'm going to say, okay, you know what, I can switch back in, and thankfully I dodge another Will-O-Wisp, so I'm not confused anymore, so I go straight for the Energy Ball. It does a nice chunk, considering I'm pretty sure the Spirit Tomb is all defense invested, special defense invested, one of those. And by the looks of it, probably special defense invested, because this is a Life Orb Energy Ball, so... it looks like around a 4-hit KO, but he's going to go for the Pain Split now. And he's going to recover off some damage. I'm going to lose some life and, stuff like that. It's OU. Anyway, so I'm going to bring in Cerberus. He's going to switch out, fearing I have no idea what, but he's going to go into Tentacruel. I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse just for, I didn't know if you wanted to switch or not. I wanted to go for neutral stab damage. And it did a nice, decent chunk to this Tentacruel, depending that I'm pretty sure also this Tentacruel is defensive. It's built to take hits. But he's going to go for Scald, I believe. It didn't do that much damage. He didn't get the burn like you wanted. So I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse, and I'm going to end up flinching him this time around. So, Dark Pulse from that amount looks like another 2 hits will take it out. So I'm going to try to do that, maybe flinch him all the way there with Dark Pulse. Who heard of Dark Pulse to flinching to death? I mean, really. But I'm not going to get the flinch this time, so he's going to get off another Scald. And it's still not going to do that much, but this time he does get the burn, which I'm like, thankfully I'm a special attacker, but still, really, I had to get a burn so early in the game. Especially on something that's supposed to be my powerhouse of the game, my Hydreigon. But I'm going to say I need to keep this thing for later, so I'm going to go for the Confuse Ray onto my Celebi. This is actually my first time, I think, using Celebi since I made it. And because of this battle, I hardly ever use my Celebi. I just have no faith in it half the time. But he's going to bring in his Jirachi. I'm going to hit myself in Confusion again. I think I went for the Leaf Storm, so it doesn't really matter that it would have done no damage. But I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball now, see how much I can do. I think this Jirachi is also a little bit bulky, but he's going to set up his Light Screen, so I'm like, okay, Shadow Ball is not worth it anymore. So I'm just going to go for something a little bit heavier. I'm going to bring in my Blaze Wing Butterfly. He's going to go for the Body Slam is what I'm trying to say. He's going to get the Paralysis, so I'm really, you're getting all the side effects. Why? But I'm going to go for the Quiver Dance anyway, because I want that +1 special attack and special defense, even though he's hitting me physically. So now he's trying to Iron Head, paralyze me to death, but I do get the Fiery Dance off that +1 Fiery Dance. And I think it almost takes him out because of the Light Screen. If it wasn't for the Light Screen, he would have been taken out. But I was going to go for the Iron Head, and I think this time he does get the flinch. Yes, he does. So that cost me my Volcarona, but it did do some damage to where I can just knock out his Jirachi with my Flame Body now coming into effect. So it's a double knockout in side effects. Paralysis caused me my Volcarona, burn cost him his Jirachi. Anyway, so now it's Alakazam versus Celebi. Obviously, Alakazam's faster. He's just going to Shadow Ball my Celebi, and that will be the end of that. So I'm going to bring in Cerberus now, scare him out with the Dark Pulse, because he doesn't want to lose his Alakazam, because as you'll see later in this game, that it really comes down to our Alakazams. Anyway, so I actually predicted him to go into Heatran, so I went for the Surf, but then I'm like, why did they not do more damage? But then I realized the Light Screen is still up. But I think this turn right here, yes, the Light Screen now finally goes down. So I'm like, okay, it's time for me to go all aboard on his all aboard with my Surf. And that still does not take him out. Wow, really? The Surf does not take it out. But, it's not stab or anything. It's just kind of there. But he decides to set up his late game Stealth Rocks. Gets a little bit of HP, but I'm just thinking, you know what? Either he's going to leave in his Heatran to die by another Surf, so I'll just go for it. But he's actually going to switch out to his Tentacruel, save his Heatran for later. And that Surf's going to do nothing to this Tentacruel. So I'm thinking, you know what, let's go back to our old game of Dark Pulsing the Tentacruel. So I'm going to go right into that. Thankfully, I'm still kind of alive, even after many turns of burning, and who knows what other pain this Hydreigon has taken. But now he's going to set up the Toxic Spikes. And I'm going to... I think I just... one more pulse, and I think I'm going to just take out this Tentacruel. I think he's going to leave it in to die. Let's see. Even for sped up, this thing is still taking forever to do stuff. But anyway, I do take out his Tentacruel finally with another Dark Pulse. So I'm having a pretty good feeling about my Hydreigon taking out a good portion of his team. So he's going to bring in his Lucario now. He's going to go for the Extreme Speed, which is actually not going to kill me off, surprisingly. Even though he is Life Orb. But I'm going to go for the Flamethrower, and that is going to take out and crisp fry that Lucario. So I don't think I die off by my burn here. Wait, I think I might do... Oh, I live with 8, so I have one more turn off, and he's just going to bring in his Alakazam, which is faster than my Hydreigon, so he's just going to finish me off with the Energy Ball. So my Hydreigon actually did a lot this game. I'm very proud of my Hydreigon, but now it's going to come down to an Alakazam versus Alakazam battle. I'm going to get poisoned, but you know I'm Magic Guard, so I have no use for it. But he's going to bring in his Heatran to die by Shadow Ball, and then my ROM froze here for a little bit while I was recording. And then all of a sudden it skips to after Heatran dies and he goes out to Spirit Zone. So he didn't miss much. You just missed Heatran falling. But anyway, I'm gonna bring in my Terrakion now, who gets poisoned because I want to take the Dark Pulse with the Shadow Ball. I was hoping for the Dark Pulse because, you know, Justified and all that. But thankfully Shadow Ball doesn't do that much. And I'm just gonna go straight for the Stab Stone Edge, just see how much I can. Wait, I don't think Stone Edge is stab. I think he's a ground fighting. Never mind. Anyway, so I was gonna go for another Shadow Ball. Does not kill me off. I'm just thinking, okay, you know what? Another Stone Edge will take out the will take out the Spiritomb! That's who I'm talking about. Spiritomb. So, and it does. The Stone Edge does take it out, but my Poison will take out my Terrakion. So another double down. And let's see, it goes out to Concussion. My Alakazam, he's gonna bring out his Alakazam. And it's just gonna be a speed tie. I think he won the speed tie, and yeah, he just takes out my Alakazam with a Shadow Ball. And then all I'm left with is my Tentacruel, which he's just gonna easily finish off with a Psychic. So it kind of came down to an Alakazam speed tie, and he won it. So anyway, good game, guy who's sitting, and everyone make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm gonna link this to his side of the battle because he did post it. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye.